there everybody, hope your day's going well. It's your Carrot Old School Gaming here, and welcome to Intermediary Vlog 5. Damn, almost 2.5 years. Yeah, almost 2.5 years after Intermediary Vlog 4. First gen Pokemon has definitely been one hell of a ride, and I have quite enjoyed it. So, before I get into the namesake of this intermediary vlog, like I said, first gen Pokemon was quite nice. I mean, hell, being able to completely beat the entirety of the game, well, except obviously for Blue, because the battery inside of Blue died twice. Yeah, it was definitely something to experience, because I had never actually gotten that far. But back in the day when I played Yellow, I just, caught the first 6 Pokemon and then went with them throughout the entire thing. I didn't realize that I need to really have a good balance. Or hell, even the 2 Nidorans, I evolved them as soon as they evolved with Moonstones. I'm just, okay, then the Pokedex is completed. That's, the only goal, just to get these badges and get to certain areas, right? That's the only goal I have. Nah, as it turns out, the goal is a little more complicated. That the badges are there to make sure you can actually get into the next area. That you have the skills to be in the next area. Yeah, I was not paying that much attention to that part. Now, of course, I think it was either the first or maybe the second Poketalk. I forget exactly which one. Damn, it's been so long. But I did say that I wanted to keep Pokemon all the Pokemon that I caught unevolved, so mainly because I wanted to register them into Stadium. That was a huge mistake, as I don't know the math. I'd say 80 to 90% of the Pokemon that I registered in Stadium were all rentals anyway, of all the evolved versions of all the Pokemon that I had already caught. So yeah, that really didn't do much at all. Yeah, I won't be doing that in second gen entirely. It'll be more like, okay, these Pokemon stay unevolved so they can learn faster. These other Pokemon need to evolve in order to learn. Yeah, but that's that's a hell of a ways in the future. So, yeah, in the meantime, I'll just go over what in the strangest and weirdest of alternate universes where I actually had a the camera angle change. Yeah, okay. I just realized that. I mean, I kind of noticed myself out of the corner of my eye. I just realized that the camera is now up top instead of on the side like it used to be. That explains why the angle's so weird when I tried to turn it on just to look at the angle. That explains a lot. Okay, now that I know that with this upgraded camera, yeah. And as I was saying before I distracted myself, the absolute strangest of alternate universes where I would have had a hand in what first gen Pokemon would be. What would I change? Well, okay. First and foremost, Mew. Because, I mean, Mew was a secret edition last minute. And yeah, there were certain events back in the day when the first gen games came out that, hey, if you meet up with someone in the mall at a certain time on a certain day, they'll load up a Mew onto your game. And hey, you can get that one secret additional Pokemon. There's unfortunately no way to actually legitimately get that anymore, but yeah. At least not in first gen. There's something there was something with the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, where you could get a Mew Pokeball for the Switch, and I don't know how exactly it worked because I'm so far behind, but I will eventually catch up. I probably won't play Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee because it's just I've seen play videos of that, and it's just oh, catch a Pokemon. Everyone gets experience. Wait, that's how everyone gets experience? What the hell? That's kind of... yeah. No. Yeah. The whole like grinding does take a while, but it makes it more earned. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, like with Mew, it would have been nice to have like some kind of legitimate way in game to actually get Mew. Honestly, I would put it as like the person who blocks the unknown Cerulean dungeon, well, just outside of Cerulean City, where he's just, oh hey, you're the Pokemon champion. I heard about you. I want to test your skills before I let you in. And then he tests the skills, and at the very end has a high level Mew, and just says, "Wow, you are a really good trainer. Let me give you a low level Mew, like a level 10 Mew, and here you go. I'm gonna be on my way. Peace out." That probably wouldn't be too hard. I'll honestly just erase some of the excess junk data and then add program that in real quick. I mean, hell, if you had the time to completely program Mew with its learn set and stats and info and all that, maybe you would have had time to just add in one final battle against that person who blocks the entrance to that dungeon. Now, the second thing would definitely be Jinx, because yeah, uh, okay, more specifically in yellow, because I mean I get what happened. The trainer who wanted to trade what was it, Poliwhirl? Yeah, he wanted to trade a Poliwhirl for a Jinx, but when with yellow, that trainer was actually replaced by the daycare center that takes care of Bulbasaur, as referenced in the anime. And hey, like I said, I get it. There was, wanting to fit in as many references to the anime as possible. So, I mean, that was Bulbasaur. Then Charmander was like someone who said, "Oh, I can't really take good care of my Pokemon. Here, have a Charmander." And then Squirtle was actually in the next city down, Vermilion City. Just, oh hey, this Squirtle's been misbehaving as part of a gang of a wild Pokemon. But you have the Thunder Badge. Here you go, take Scroll, which isn't exactly what happens in the anime, but the reference is definitely there. Unfortunately, the references dried up right after that Sandshrew training dude, where he's like, "I won 99 battles. You'll make 100, and then I can make my journey." Oh, looks like I have to start over at 0. Yeah, okay. Like I said, I get it. You wanted to add as many references to the anime as possible, but when you got rid of Jinx, you didn't. No one replaced that. I mean, it would have been super duper super simple just to go. Okay, there's a whole bunch of trainers. Like, definitely keep the one for Mr. Mime, and definitely keep like maybe a couple others. But then pick one at random and just go. Okay, you are going to be replaced with someone who wants to trade just like pick random Pokemon that Yellow can actually catch, pick a random Pokemon and trade that for Jinx. But no, that couldn't happen. That might be too easy. The third thing is like the people in Cinnabar Island, like the ones that are specifically in the Pokemon Center, they talk about very very baseline information, just like, oh hey, don't let your Pokemon evolve until they've learned some more moves, because they'll learn faster unevolved. Or like the one where I think was there one about stones. I mean, honestly, the one about evolving at a higher level instead of a lower level. That's the one I remembered. It's just, why wasn't this information in Viridian City? Like, before you even go out to make the full journey, just, oh hey, don't let your Pokemon evolve too quickly, because they can learn other moves and faster and in an unevolved state. Just, why wasn't that information in Viridian City? Why is it like with 90% of the game cleared? Just, oh hey, here's some basic information. Gee, I've already filled out most of my Pokedex. Now you're telling me this? Finally, would be like the ether elixir thing, because I mean I'm surprised that no one caught that. But did you have like, did Nintendo of America have someone start translating from the start and then move up, and then the other person also translate from the start but go backwards in the game, and then like there was like a bunch of ethers here and then a bunch of elixirs going this way. They met up in the middle and just went, "Yay, we're done. It's all translated." Something kind of got screwed up right there, because they do the same exact thing. And honestly, if you had two people translating things, it's just, oh hey, by the way, I named the item that does this that. The other person goes, wait, I named it that. Oh crap. Okay, we gotta like flip a coin, decide what name it gets, and then whoever lost the coin toss, you got to go back and change the names of all that stuff. Maybe we'll meet a little further in than the middle because of that. And honestly, other than that, I wouldn't really change anything. I mean, yeah, there was some, like, well, flaws in the overall gameplay with some balancing issues and a number of glitches. Some of which were exploitable, some others were just kind of fun. Like in the hotel in Celadon City, if you go just right, you can access an invisible computer because that used to be a Pokemon Center, and they may have removed the sprite for the computer, but they didn't remove the actual computer. And that's not really exploitable, it's just kind of funny. Okay, well, now for the namesake of this video. I mean, what could have been? Well, yeah, I mean, I did promise by Intermediary Vlog 5 that I would reveal what the Secret Sixth game was, regardless if I had completed it or not. And it was Oblivion. Well, still is Oblivion. Initially, what I wanted to do with Intermediary Vlog 5 was just like take the time to record a gaming war, where it's just like Oblivion versus Morrowind. They both start with 0 points, and then I'll add a bunch of points for cool stuff, subtract some points for some absolute bullcrap, and then see who comes out on top. But, oh dear. I mean, I already mentioned it in the January's Thoughtful Thursday, that was just like, there was so much going on between after finishing Morrowind, then finishing first gen Pokemon, trying to get started on Oblivion. Don't need to call it the Secret Sixth game anymore. Yeah, but I was actually thinking about it just with myself a while back, and it's just, actually, maybe it's better that the gaming lore of Morrowind versus Oblivion doesn't take place before Morrowind even starts. Have the Let's Plays for Morrowind just go, then have the Let's Plays for Oblivion eventually come out, and then put out the gaming lore, because the Let's Plays have already spoken for themselves, and then at that point, at that moment, I'm just driving the point home. But before I can even start to think about getting started on that, I have to actually beat Oblivion first, which I've barely scratched the surface. I mean, let's see, I've technically completed 2 DLC, because, initially I needed a safe place that I knew was safe without having to, go on the unofficial Elder Scrolls wiki. And then, find out, hey, what places are safe that I can store that will not just respawn and I lose everything in there. So I went to the Wizard's Tower, and I immediately bought the storage vault area with the friendly imps and whatnot. I have, stuff in a bunch of different chests, just, depending on what I wanted, whether it's, alchemy or quest items or different blades, different blunt weapons, arrows. I have one full of Barley Stones, one full of Welkin Stones. Yeah, so on and so forth. There's a whole bunch of chests that I just have things organized in. And then I just finished buying everything for the Wizard's Tower, finished that. Then I still went around the Imperial City, because I bought the Imperial City home, because why the hell not? Yeah, it was a nice little place in town that I can just, quickly store things. I don't have to go all the way up, then all the way back down to the Imperial City with a bunch of time in between. And let's see, the second DLC I did complete, actually just recently, was the Ori, where it's gather a bunch of different dwarven pieces from bandit camps, then take it to the Imperial City, and what's-her-name fixes it up. and then it gets some like a special power that's just like, oh hey, it's like a, oh hey, plus to this and minus to that, depending on the cycle of the stars. And with it being like the starting in the Imperial City and just like that super cheap house with some just like a quick little storage area, I did explore the entirety of the Heartlands around the Imperial City, plus a little more. I did complete pretty much every single quest, or every single miscellaneous quest in the Imperial City. Haven't done like the arena, the Thieves Guild, or Mages Guild, or anything like that. And at this point, the one quest that took the absolute longest was the Collector, getting the 10 different alien statues for Umbacana, and then going to get that carving, and then going into Nanlada to figure out what in the hell he's doing. Yeah, yeah. It took a while. It took a while to get through all of that, and there's one miscellaneous quest in the Imperial City I haven't been able to do, which is like the virtuous blood vampire thing or whatever the hell it's called. I need 5 reputation minimum to even get that quest, and I only have like 3. So yeah, I did pick up a few Daedric quests around the Heartland areas. Well, maybe a little past the border, but still, I got a few Daedric quests, and at this point, I am definitely high enough level. I can pick up pretty much any Daedric quest. Just go there and do the quest, and then eventually my reputation, my fame, will be high enough that I can get that final quest in the Imperial City. Then I want to move to Breville and get a bunch of miscellaneous quests in there done, and then explore around, maybe do some more miscellaneous quests, some more Daedric quests that might be around the Nebene region. There's a few things I'm kind of planning, just like to make things a little easier on myself going forward. I mean, hell, like with Morrowind, I don't just like bulldoze through the quest. I do a whole bunch of other stuff. That way, when I eventually start the quest, it's more just like a row of dominoes, just da 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 da. And I'm not gonna make any kind of prediction as to how long it will actually take me, because anytime I've ever tried to predict how long it would take me to complete something, I've been several leagues off target. So, I mean, it'll just happen when it happens. So, just pay attention to the monthly updates, which I'll be putting in the posts section. I mean, how you can like look at my channel, go to posts, and monthly updates will usually happen on the first or second of the month. Sometimes the last day of the month, if I'm just like, okay, I need to get this out and done, so that way I can move on. And I'll definitely be starting 2nd gen Pokemon, hopefully before the end of February, but and I know this is in consideration with the new way that Thoughtful Thursdays are now. It took me so damn long to put that first review together, which was like what, last week. It took me a while to actually get that together. Ugh. Yeah, and future Thoughtful Thursdays are actually going to be a little bit quicker for now, but I mean the Alicization War of the Underworld, that's going to take a long time, just because of how long that is, and it fits within the 12-hour time limit. Yeah, that one's definitely going to take a long time. But, in the meantime, that is something really future me has to worry about, not right now me. So now I definitely get to start one of my absolute favorite games of all time, Morrowind. I mean, it's partly my favorite game just because of how much time that I put into the damn thing. Because I got it back in the mid 2000s, and like I played the ever living hell out of Bitter Coast. I didn't really leave the area because I didn't know about all the cool stuff that would be beyond just the Bitter Coast. But occasionally I would start to make a bit of progress, like maybe in the temple, maybe in the main quest, maybe Mages Guild, Fighters Guild, Thieves Guild. So I would make a bit of progress somewhere, and then I would like put it down, just like put it down for like weeks at a time. Come back and I have absolutely no idea where in the hell I was or what I was doing. You know, let me start a new character and go again. And that would be a constant repeat. But this time, I mean, hell, I had plenty upon plenty of video evidence of where I was. Also, I had like a map guide that I would constantly look at next to me, just, okay, wait, where am I going next? And I would be able to mentally keep track of where I had been and where I wanted to go next. Now, of course, with Morrowind being the game that I just absolutely loved, I, of course, chose a Dark Elf, and hell, pretty much any Elder Scrolls game that I play for, whenever in the future, I will, of course, choose a Dark Elf again, and again, and again. And hell, even when starting my pre-records, before even getting around to uploading, like, the 5 games I chose, there was Super Mario World, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Super Mario 64, first-gen Pokemon, that's overdone now, and then Morrowind. Yeah, Morrowind was definitely the game that I was looking forward to the most to starting. I started mentioning it at within the last few episodes of Super Mario 64. I'm really, really looking forward to starting Morrowind. I almost want to do it, but I decided not to because it's just, I don't want to have to juggle, like, first-gen Pokemon and 2 other games at the same time. Although, technically, in a way, that's what I'll be doing from now on, because it's just, okay, here's second-gen Pokemon. Here's Oblivion that I'm pre-recording, and then whatever game I'm streaming, but at least with streaming, things are quite a bit more simple. Don't need to worry about editing or anything like that. It's all just, well, live. Yes, I look forward to seeing, like, what Morrowind brings and how many new people that might bring to the channel. Well, that'll start next week, and next week will definitely be 2 episodes of Morrowind every Saturday until I get to, Intermediary Vlog 6, which, given that there's 105 videos for Morrowind in total, that means there'll be the final video and Intermediary Vlog 6 on the same Saturday. Which, I mean, hell, 105, even at 2 episodes, will still be over a year from now. So, yeah, I will eventually, one day, and who the hell knows when, I will catch you there, and yeah, I definitely gotta get back to Oblivion and get more done there, so that way I can tick off more checkboxes and increase the percentage, and I've gotta, eventually, hopefully soon, get a test run on second-gen Pokemon already, because it has been way too damn long. Yeah, I will see you there, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell so you can always be notified whenever I upload another video, and as always, have fun.